and the track, and the roost was there.
Yeah, I remember the track because they'd be out there doing shot puts and stuff like
and
that.
they'd be throwing them at us.
Playing college softball 40 years ago required a different level of toughness. Playing on grass fields with varying amounts of gravel, no dugouts, and dodging projectiles from adjacent fields seems unimaginable to the Division I student athlete now. But this was the same time that scholarships were being provided to female student athletes for the first time.
Carolina was the only place that I ever wanted to go. It was probably a dream come true. I think it was something I had never, ever imagined would happen. My father was a scholarship athlete here at Carolina as well. He played football here. And so to get a scholarship was very special for me because, of course, growing up a Gamecock, that was I was diehard, and that was really important to me. And we were actually the first father-daughter combination of scholarship recipients. So it was, it was pretty exciting. So for me, it was pretty big.
For members of the first 18, a scholarship was a life-changing opportunity to not only compete in intercollegiate athletics, but also receive an education.
I probably would have went into the military. I was in search of that financial assistance to get me into school. It was pretty interesting for me because I wrote schools all up and down the East Coast asking if they have offered athletic scholarships, and the University of South Carolina was the only one that answered back. So it was the big opportunity for me.
Among the many fond memories for the softball members of the first 18 was the team's first trip to the Women's College World Series.
I think one of my neatest memories was the very first time we went to the World Series in Omaha. And we were definitely the little, these kids that came from South Carolina that had never been in that kind of environment, and we were just,
awestruck.
Yeah, we were awestruck.
Initially, the team wasn't sure if they would even make the trip to Nebraska, as a trip to the national tournament wasn't in the budget.
Initially, they had said, you're on your own, school was out, and it had not been a situation where
It wasn't budgeted.
It wasn't budgeted. Girls weren't really on campus then. What do you do with us? Where are we going to stay? How are we going to practice? How are they going to accommodate us? We were going to drive out. And at the time, my dad went up to the gentleman at the time that was the president of the Letterman's Club and the Gamecock Club and said, they've earned the right to go. Let's make sure they get there like any team would come from Carolina, and we did. They worked together, and we got airplane tickets, and we were like, wow,
I know.
We're going on an airplane.
Exactly.
I mean, it was kind of neat, and we wore our little jackets, and we thought we were really big time, and went out to Omaha, and that was fun. And it felt good. It felt like that, we were important and we made a difference, and it was good.
While neither thought of themselves as pioneers, they own a sense of pride in being one of the first 18.
I've never thought of being that person or being on that. Yeah, launch pad's a great word. I've never thought about it. There's just a lot of pride, and I feel really good about it, but I've never really thought about that was us.
I'm like Nona. I still have my letter of intent that I have.
Absolutely.
I have pictures of the teams. I have pictures, so like you said, it's the pride of being part of that.